Hello everybody, this is YoloBagels, and today I'm back with another video on how valuable your coin is. Now this video, or this series, will be for uprising coin collectors and new beginners to this wonderful hobby. Now, today we'll be explaining how much your coin can be worth. Coins can have extremely high value. I've seen different examples sell for thousands, some even millions of dollars, just for a small piece of metal, which, yeah. Your coins can be worth a lot depending on condition. Like this, for example. Let me tell you something about this. These are called proof coins. Now, the difference with these is that they polish the dies, and they have special dies created specifically for them. Now, these are specifically made for collectors and are put in different sets. As you can see, this is a 1976 proof coin, that 1976S, and depending on the date, mint marks, and mintage, these can all be, coins can be worth so much. I'm just telling you. Alright. Well, you might be asking how much your coin can be worth depending on your condition. Well, there are different grades you can have on your coin. For example, a coin that is corroded, for example, will not sell as much as a coin with bright, lustrous mint state. And about luster, here's something about luster. As a new coin collector, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, why can't I just clean my coins and bam, I'll make money like that? Well, the problem with cleaning coins is that, here, let me flip through my book over here. The problem with cleaning coins is that, coin collectors, we like to have more of a, original value in coins. Like, for example, you see this, here, let me move the light over here. You see this 1955 wheat cent right here. Now this is an original uncirculated coin. Okay? See how the luster moves around in a cartwheel? Let me get a better light. Let me get my flashlight out for this. Here. Alright guys. Here we have a 1955S wheat cent. Focus down on that camera. As you can see, it has luster. This is an uncleaned coin. It is untouched, undoctored, all that. So you do not want to clean your coins because it will definitely decrease the value. See how it has a cartwheel? We can tell because a clean coin, let me find you guys an example. A clean coin like this right here, like this 1819 cat bust half dollar, this is actually cleaned. See how it's shiny kind of, but it doesn't have that cartwheel luster? Now, cleaning coins not only will lower the value and originality, but it will also take off many of the details. As I learned this from my coin dealer a while ago, that a truly uncirculated coin has a ton of little cracks or little bumps on it that when the light will reflect onto, and it will pretty much just create the cartwheel. When you clean a coin, that will rub off all those said spikes and all that, and you won't have the color anymore. It loses personality. And to be honest, I would definitely take an old rusty coin. I'd pay more for an old rusty coin than just a new clean coin look. And also, we can tell because it's worn down. Like this one, for example, you can see how, unlike the other one that I have right here, you can see more of the details have been. See, because here you can see the feathers. No feathers. So, that's one way, but it's not an accurate way, but it's a way. Let's see. Next, we're getting into the mintages. Now, a mintage of a coin are normally recorded. You can go onto different websites. Here. You can actually check out a coin book. Most of the time they'll have different mintages of different coins. I definitely recommend buying one, but I got one for $10, the one that I just showed you. Anyways, mintages can be set because there are these things called key dates that we use, that basically means that there weren't many made. Here's a nice lustrous mercury dome, just saying. Getting off track. And let's see, what example can I show to you guys? So anyways, a key date is a coin with a very low mintage, or at least something that they don't have. I'm sorry about that voice crack. That they don't have many of. For example, let me find one. Here it is. This 1932 Washington quarter is considered as a key date because, first of all, not only was it the first of its series, but they didn't make many, or they didn't make very many, as well as this 1909 SVDB, for example, which is a very rare coin. I know this isn't the 1909 SVDB, but this is a 1909 VDB, which looks almost the same except for the missing S mint mark. See, that's the 1909 side. I know you can't see it that well. There we go. Here, let me turn my light back on for you guys so you can see better. So yeah, this is a beautiful coin, but sadly it's not worth as much as a 1909 SVDB because those are very, very rare. They're almost impossible to find. And you only find them in the marketplace, mostly at lower XF grades. And you know, that's fine. You can find a lot of good deals with those. So yeah. And next thing I want to say, here, let's talk about condition. Now, you see this 1914 wheat cent. You know, they made hundreds of these, yet you see the condition, how it's nearly completely worn down. You see the sides are all mended and the date. Well, if this were at an MS-70 red-brown, or an MS-70 RB, not RB, RD, which means red, which means that it was shiny, it had its original mint luster, and it had no imperfections. This same coin, which I bought for 15 cents, would go for, who knows, I know for sure over $30,000. There are companies like PCGS or Annex, for example. You'll send their coins to them, and they'll charge you quite a bit, but it's worth it if you send a good enough coin. And they'll grade it for you, which means they'll give you, like this, I grade my own coins, but they're more accurate because they're of professional companies. But see, this is an AG3, which is one of the lowest, third lowest condition there is. Let me find a higher. Here's a nice higher condition again. Let's see, which one's the highest one? Here's a 1955D at MS68 RD. Now you can use apps like PCGS Photo Grade, for example. That is an amazing app. It's not accurate, but it's better than nothing. Let me tell you. This is a 1955S wheat cent. I've already showed it to you. It's an MS68 red, which means it's one of the highest conditions. I've looked at this under a microscope, and it has a very little amount of wear. Or not wear, but scratches, all that. You know, that's anything that keeps it from being an MS-70 coin, which, I mean, it's still worth a lot of money. Here's a Nazi penny if you're interested, just saying. Let's see, here's a nice 1956D MS-67. Got that full cartwheel going. Look, here's a good example of a corroded / slick coin. Now, this would be VG09, but since it's been corroded and slicked down, it's only VG09 details. Now, if you look at the reverse here, it has a nice details on it. Like, you can see the full stripes, you can see everything on here. Only problem is that the front You can barely read it, but it's an 1857 seated Liberty quarter. Alright, here's another thing. You do not want to turn your coins into jewelry. I have seen so many sad mistakes with these kind of things. Like this 1829 cat bust dime. You can see someone actually put a hole in this. I'm pretty sure it's not for jewelry, but people do things for jewelry. Do these things for jewelry. What happened with this one is that it's actually an old hole. Like a newer one, you can see because it has some luster on the inside, and you can see all the scratches. But this one's an older one, so what I'm guessing is that people back then a dime was worth quite a lot, so people would put holes in them, and they would take out the silver and melt it down and all that. Not only that, but they would put it on a string. Now they would get a little string through the hole and use it as a necklace or one of the wristbands, and they would put them on, and just so that they couldn't lose them. Now here's a nice XF45 details 1853 seated Liberty. See, this would have been a beautiful coin, but I think what happened was that one side might have been hit or run over by a train, because it's actually pretty crushed right there. And it's just hard to see, but I got it for $4, which is, I mean, even for a hold / run over coin is still a pretty good deal. And here's just a lower grade coin. This is what we call a lowball coin. Something that that doesn't have much condition, you don't have much detail on here. Alright, now I'm going to get into the proof coins. Now, a proof coin, as I was saying earlier, is a coin made specifically by the mint. These are, most of the time, are worth more than circulation strikes. I like how you can see my camera, that's how shiny they are. Now, these are made specifically for coin collectors. Like, dies are set up differently, they're made differently. The dies are extra polished. And here are two nice proof dollars. Now, this is a proof Franklin dollar. Now, they had these, 1948 through 1963 is the date they had these. And this is a 1961, no mint mark. But it is a proof Kennedy dollar, and I did get it, or not a Kennedy dollar, I'm sorry. It's a Benjamin dollar. And I got it only at the good price of $10. So, I can't take it out because my gloves. Here we go. Here's a reverse, too. I know you can't see it very well on camera, but in real life, you can definitely tell it's proof. Here's also a 1968 S. Yeah, sorry about that wrong grade right there. But, anyways, it's nice. It's a really nice example, really. And here, or I've shown this to you multiple times. It's bicentennial. Alright, one more thing that can make a coin worth more money is the silver content. Man, I mean, in 1959, the price of silver started going up. Like, they skyrocketed. And the problem with this is that back then, coins were mainly made out of silver. Now, I want to show you guys some stuff right here. These are all silver half dollars. These are 90% silver, and they are worth a lot more than 50 cents right here. Because of their silver value, they stopped making silver half dollars in 1970. But between 1965 and 1970, like this 1966 and 1969, these were only 40%. I know it's a lot of numbers, but just keep that in your mind. The 1965 through 1970 are 40%. 1964 and pre-1964 are for all coins made by the U.S. are silver. Sorry, I got some stuff in my throat. Let's see. Here's some silver quarters that I got these all from. I got most of these from coin stores, although I did find a lot of them. Like these, I'm pretty sure all these 5 I got from coin stores. But these last two, I actually looked through my grandfather's old coin rolls from the 1970s, and I found these two. These are also 90% silver, but be aware that quarters are harder to find silver in than any other kind. Dimes, even nickels. Nickels are easier to find silver in. See, here are 2 silver war nickels. Now, these are made between 1943, I believe it was. Here, what was the date again? I'm sorry. 1942. It was 1942 and 1945 is when between these is the time that these were made. Here's some nice little silver dollars just for you to check out. This one is a key date, 1878 S, which was also the first year they made the Morgan silver dollar. Here's a 1922 peace dollar if you're interested with that. I found this one actually in old coin catch. Well, that's besides the point. Now, here are 2 nice little Mexican coins, if we can just move this American silver. That, these 2 I actually found. See, you can see the difference in luster between these. One has lost most of its luster. As you can see here, the cartwheels are pretty much gone. But this one is just filled with luster all over. You see those original cartwheels? All that. Last but not least, we have... Wait, this isn't last, I'm sorry. Here is a 2017 silver dollar that... These are actually silver bullion, made specifically by the U.S. Mint. So these are really nice. I love these. And they sell for quite the premium. Mexican silver dollar, un peso, 1945. I believe I had that in an earlier video as well.